I don't even know what I'm doing. Listen, I'm not a professional makeup artist. And I forgot. I forgot to use eyeshadow primer. Christmas time is here. Why am I filming with my hair like this? Like, why? Like, this is not cute. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. So today's video is something a little bit different from our normal vlogs, but I thought I would do a holiday makeup tutorial. This is the makeup look. I just did kind of like a bronzy golden eye. So if you want to see how to get this makeup look, then keep on watching. Alright, so once your skin looks nice and perfected and beautiful, I'm gonna go in with powder and set my face. I use the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. It's my favorite powder. And then I'm gonna take a tapered brush and set my under eyes with the powder. And this is just in the shade Translucent. I like translucent powders. I don't really like color because I don't really like to alter the color of my foundation. I prefer to just have the right color of foundation and then a translucent powder on top. So I set my eyelids and my under eyes. And then I take a fluffy brush and I set my face. And I just lightly set it because, like I said, this foundation really doesn't need set that much. But just since I get a little oily, I set it. And also if you set it, it lasts a lot longer. So my bronzer is the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. I love, love, love this bronzer. And as you can see, I've hit pan on it. I really like it. It's so blendable, so smooth, and it's like such a good color. I feel like it doesn't look too orange or too like gray and ashy. It just is like a perfect color. So that just kind of gives me some warmth and some color into my face. And then after that, since this is kind of like a holiday party look, I do add a little bit of like a contour on my cheeks. So I'm going to use Hoola by Benefit. And I actually just use the brush that it comes with because I really like this brush. And I just kind of dip it in and I'm just going to like chisel out my jawbones. I mean not my jawbones, my cheekbones. Just a little bit more. And then blend that in. Alright, so as you can see, it just adds a little bit more definition, and I personally tend to go a little more heavy-handed on my cheeks. I think because my face is more round, and so when I have like more bronzer and contour and stuff, it just helps like narrow out my face and it looks more flattering. Alright, then I'm going to go in with blush. Alright, so the blush I'm going to use is by MAC, and the shade is Cantaloupe. Let me try to pop it out. So this is what it looks like. It's seriously such a perfect blush. This color I feel like would look good on anybody. It's such a pretty color, and these blushes literally last forever. I'm just gonna throw it on. I use like an angled brush and just pop that on my cheeks. Give my cheeks some color. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to my eyes. So the palette I'm going to be using for my eyes is the Natural Eyes palette by Too Faced. So I'm going to go in with this shade right here as my transition shade. And I just kind of throw that into my crease and just get that all blended. Alright, so once it's all blended in, you got your nice transition shade, so that it's just kind of like putting down like a nice light brown before you go in with like darker browns is really nice because it just makes everything look so much more blended and flawless and a nice like gradient effect rather than just like going straight in with a dark brown. It can kind of look choppy. So anyway, after that, I'm going to go in with this shade. It is Chocolate Martini, it's called. This shade is seriously so pretty. It's this perfect like chocolatey brown with some like gold flecks, and I actually just take my finger to apply it, and I'm just gonna apply it on my lid, just like right there, and I just kind of smooth it on. I feel like when I use my finger I get like the least amount of fallout, so Going with the other eye. Then I'm gonna go in with another brush. Obviously, I will not leave it like this. So I'm gonna go into this shade. It's called Cashmere Bunny, and this brush is like a shader brush to just really like get on that outer corner and get inside right where that crease is and just kind of blend it out. So I just slowly like use that shade to kind of like buff out that line. And you can take your time with this because when you're using like dark colors, you really want to take your time and like blend it, or else you're gonna end up looking crazy and having like super harsh lines, and you just want to slowly build up slowly. I'm gonna take even a tiny bit more of that chocolate martini shade and just kind of press a little bit more on my lid like that, and then go in with my brush and just blend it out. Alright, so I'm gonna move on to my other eye real quick. Alright, so once you feel like that shade is looking pretty good, I'm gonna go back in with this blending brush, this buffing from side to side, getting it all buffed out. So I'm gonna go in with this shade. It's called Sexpresso. It's just a really dark brown, and it's matte. And I'm just gonna press it right on my outer corner. So just right there, and kind of like flicking it inward, making my outer corner just a tad bit darker. And I just put a little bit at a time. I don't just like dunk in and kind of start going, or else you're gonna look like you have a black eye. So just a little bit at a time, and then just like flicking it out and blending. So once it looks like that, I'm gonna take this brush. It's like a shader brush, to the shade Honey Pot. It's like beautiful gold shade, and I love doing golds for the holidays on my eyes. And I'm just gonna put that, mainly focusing on the inner corner part, but just gonna pat that down. So pretty. Do that to the other eye. Alright, then I'm gonna take my brush and I'm gonna pick up more of that gold shade, and I'm going to take my MAC Fix Plus and just spritz the brush. And this is gonna kind of wet the pigment, and it makes the pigment like more vibrant, more like foiled, shiny look. So I just take that now and just lay that really close to my inner corner. I don't know if you can see, but it really like intensifies the gold. Okay, so I'm gonna do that with the other eye. Just pick up some on the brush and spritz it. And then apply it. And applying the shade wet just really intensifies that gold. Then we're gonna go back into the outer corner and make sure everything is blended. So I'm gonna take this shade Cashmere Bunny. It's like this chocolatey warm brown that's matte, and just gonna go into the outer, and I'm barely touching my eyelid. I'm not like putting the shade like all on my eye. I just barely like touch it to kind of blend that shimmer into the brown. And then going into my blending brush, and that's basically it. Now whatever's left on this brush, I'm just gonna take off some extra. I'm gonna just smudge it underneath and just ever so lightly go right here, because I don't like doing that much. I don't know, but a little bit to kind of like connect them and make them like, make it look nice and cohesive from like right here to right here. So I just do like a little bit. So that for me is good. All right, now I'm gonna go in with eyeliner, and I'm going to do a black liquid line. I do liquid liner, holiday party or not, like pretty much every day. I love liquid eyeliner. I like the way it makes my eyes look. I feel like it makes my eyes pop. I'm gonna go ahead and line them. I just do a thin line in a small little wing. I mean, you can go a little bit extra. I might go a little thicker with the wing just because for a holiday party you can. So I'm getting real close and get you guys in close and just do my wing. So I basically start from the middle. It's really hard to talk during liquid eyeliner, so sorry. I kind of make a line and then I make my wing and then I fill it in. And for me, liquid eyeliner is the easiest, so. All right, and that's it. And then I'm gonna do a little bit more on my inner. All right, so I just went ahead and finished up the eyeliner on this side, and so that is all for eyeliner. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put on some mascara. So I curl my eyelashes before I do mascara just because I like them to look nice and curled when I put mascara on. So I'm gonna go ahead and curl them real quick. Go ahead and curl them up. And now I'm gonna go in with some mascara. So I'm using this one by Maybelline. Any mascara will do. This mascara is okay. It's not like the best, but it's not the worst. As long as the mascara doesn't flake in my eyes throughout the day, I'm fine with it, because that's one thing I cannot stand. And I go from the base of my lashes and I wiggle it up like that. Alright, and then that's what I do for mascara. Okay, so I use this palette. It's my favorite. It's the Tarte's Pro Glow. It's so beautiful. It has like this nice like pearl shade and then a yellowy shade, and then also has like a chisel, like a contour shade. Are beautiful. So I actually just mix them because I can never choose between them. So I just kind of mix them and then just go on my cheekbone. I use this little brush by Real Techniques. But yeah, I don't go like crazy with highlight, but you know, I do a little bit because I like to look a little bit. I feel like it just gives like some nice life into your face, which I really like. And then I'm gonna take a nice small define brush and go into this yellow gold shade and just kind of make my inner corner pop. And also gonna take that shade on my brow bone. Like that. And then we go ahead and do brows. Okay, so just a warning, I really hate my brows and I don't like filling them in, but so I'm not very good at it, so bear with me. But I basically just use an eyeshadow that's around the color of my natural brow, so just like an ashy brown, and I use this angled brush and I just kind of dip into it, and I just start on my outer right here, or on my inner brow, not outer, inner brow, and I kind of just fluff it up and give it a little bit more color, and then I just take it and I just kind of trace it out the top. I honestly feel like the more I fill them in, the worse they look, so I'm just gonna do a little bit. And that's honestly all I do for my brows. Nothing special, nothing crazy. And then I take a little brush and I'm just gonna brush them out. And that's all I do for my eyebrows. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and go into lips. So I'm gonna use this lip liner. It's by NYX. It's in the shade Nude, and just kind of line my lips. I normally don't put anything on my lips because I just like chapstick, but for a holiday party, I go ahead and use some lip liner and lipstick. So I just kind of line them like that, and then I'm ever so slightly gonna like fill it in. Just kind of feather it kind of out a little bit. And then I'm gonna go in with this. This is by Revlon. It's in the shade Honey. It's called a Balm Stain. So, and then kind of just fill it in. And this feels really nice on your lips since it is like kind of like a balm. It feels like chapstick. It feels nice. All right, and then lastly, I top it off with a gloss. So this is just a gloss from Victoria's Secret. It's in the shade Peekaboo. It's such a pretty gloss. I really like it. And I just kind of top it off to make my lips look nice and glossy. I mean, you could leave them like this because that balm stick does kind of leave like a nice sheen, but I like more gloss. And that's all for my lips. Lastly, just to set everything in place, I go back in with my MAC Fix Plus spray and just set my entire face. And then let it dry. This setting spray sets it in your face so good, so I really like using it with this setting spray. And after you set your face, that is all. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look. Let me know down below what you guys' plans are for the holidays, for Christmas and New Year's coming up. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked a makeup tutorial type thing on this channel. So be sure to subscribe to our channel to see more of our videos. Bye guys!